Hey, second graders. I am here to say good morning. Hopefully it's morning, Monday morning for you, to talk about what's going to happen this week, the week of May 18th. And believe it or not, this week is kind of special to me because this is the week that I was supposed to come back to the classroom and join you. And Miss Becky would have been with you all of this time while I was home with Hannah. And so although it's been really different, I'm happy that we've gotten to continue to learn together a little bit sooner than we thought we were going to. And so it's special to me that I get to have seen some of your growth and some of your work for the last week, over the last weeks instead of just this week. So great job, and thanks for coming back with me every week and learning. This week for reading, if you didn't catch it, we are reading I am starting to read you a new book, chapter book. So if you haven't finished Mouse and the Motorcycle, go ahead and finish listening through that. And then I'm going to start uploading the chapters for the new book, but you have to watch the very first chapter to find out what that book is, okay? And I recorded 3 different chapters, so you can go ahead and listen to those first 3 chapters. Their chapters are a little bit shorter than the ones in the Mouse and the Motorcycle, so they'll be pretty fast and breezy, so you could probably listen to a couple of them in one day. So enjoy listening to that new book this week. And also for reading this week, we are going to be taking a peek at a book called Dogzilla. You're going to go ahead and view it on YouTube and then answer some questions, do some responding to those questions. Last week we had a suffix video, so you looked at suffixes on old spelling words or maybe just words that you came up with. This week you're going to take a look at prefixes, pieces of words that go in the front of words that change meanings of words, okay? So take a peek at that. We also have some new Leader in Me stuff up for you this week. So we're going to be talking about the word integrity. So if you don't know what integrity means, this is a great opportunity to learn about that. You have a video, and then you can answer the questions about what it means to live with integrity. Okay. For math this week, you're going to continue the games Array Concentration and Farkle. I hope that you played that last week. If you didn't, you have an opportunity to do it again, of course. The directions are again there for you. And then some more QR reader problems, okay? At the bottom of the page. And the QR problems that we have at the bottom are subtraction problems, but they're a little bit bigger subtraction problems, so 3-digit ones. And so that's what one of the math lessons will be on this week as well, from myself. And then Mrs. Demas will also teach you a math lesson this week, okay? Let me see what else. Poetry. Okay, so for poetry this week, you are going to be writing something called a diamante poem. Okay, can you say that word, diamante? And it kind of looks like, when you look at that word diamante, it looks like the word diamond, because that's the shape of the poem. So last week you wrote shape poems, but you actually drew the shape. These are going to be in the shape of a diamond, but they follow a specific format. There's 2 different kinds you can do. A synonym diamante poem, where the first word and the last word are synonyms or the same, right? Or you can do an antonym diamante poem, where the first word and the last word are antonyms or opposites. Okay, so you're going to follow that format, and you're going to hopefully write 2 to 3 poems for me. So a synonym one on Monday and Tuesday, an antonym one on Wednesday and Thursday, and then one of choice if you get around to it, or finish those up on Friday. Draw pictures to go with them. I've loved seeing your poems, from your acrostic poems to your shape poems last week. These diamante ones are also really fun to do, because you can do them about whatever topic you want, which is kind of freeing. That's why I love poetry, because you can write on anything and it's super creative, okay? So take a peek at that. I've put a video on your document this week, so you can watch what a diamante poem looks like and sounds like. You can see that format, okay? There's pictures there to look through that. So that'll be some of your writing this week. And then you're also going to use that book that I was telling you about, Dogzilla, to write some sentences at the end of the week, okay? What else do I have for you, my lovies? I think that's it. I'm going to Oh, you have a new class project. I'm loving these so much. This one this week is, oh, by the way, did you do your Mother's Day one? I hope you did. If you didn't, go back and do it, okay? And give it to your mom and have them look at it when you finish, okay? And I'll send that link out to all the moms so that they can see what their kids wrote about them. This week's class project on your Google Slides is if you could write a book, what would you write about? What would you write about? So check it out, see what I would write about. And then I want to know what you would write about for your book. Could be anything you want. Maybe you even write a little bit of it this week if you have time, okay? I'm hearing that it's going to be nicer weather this week, so I'm super pumped about that. I hope you are too. So make sure you get outside, do your reading outside, do math outside, get some sidewalk chalk. I gave parents last week some ideas of how to practice your math facts. So if they're asking you to practice them, do it. Okay. And then the final thing is I'm going to grab, I set it over there so I wouldn't forget to bring it to the table and I forgot. I'm going to grab my poetry book and read you just one poem that I think is so fun. It's my favorite poem from the book. It's not a Diamante poem, but I just wanted to read it to you. And then we will finish up here for our morning meeting, okay? Okay. Same book here, Where the Sidewalk Ends. And again, this book is by Shel Silverstein. And the reason I love this book so much, well, he has more than just one book, poetry book, but he also is not just a poet. He has other books. So you might remember The Giving Tree is one of his more popular ones, or Runny Babbitt. Which is super cute. So I'm going to read two poems to you. Okay, here we go. Find my pages. Okay, there's one, and where is it? There we go. Okay. Here we go. This one I just love because I think that the rhythm of this poem is super fun, and it's just like a fun poem to say. So that's why I like it. Just for that reason, I think it's so fun to say. So I'll show you the picture when I'm done reading it too, because this one has a fun picture to go with it, okay? It's called Ickle Me, Pickle Me, Tickle Me Too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Went for a ride in a flying shoe. Hooray, what fun, it's time we flew, said Ickle Me, Pickle Me, Tickle Me Too. Ickle was captain and Pickle was crew, and Tickle served coffee and mulligan stew. As higher and higher and higher they flew, Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too, over the sun and beyond the blue. Hold on, stay in, I hope we do, cried Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too, never returned to the world that they knew, and nobody knows what happened to dear Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Isn't that fun? It's a weird one to say, but I think it's just so fun to say. Okay. So, kind of a silly poem, but fun. This is one of my most favorite poems. I just think it's so funny. And I bet if you've read this poetry collection, I bet you know this poem, and even if you haven't, you might know this poem. It's pretty popular, but it's one of my favorites, and you don't have to do this because you don't even go into school, but you might be trying some of these tricks at home. So this is my warning to you to not try these. It's called Sick. Okay. I cannot go to school today, said little Peggy Ann McKay. I have the measles and the mumps, a gash, a rash, and purple bumps. My mouth is wet, my throat is dry. I'm going blind in my right eye. My tonsils are as big as rocks. I counted 16 chicken pox. And there's one more, that's 17. And don't you think my face looks green? My leg is cut, my eyes are blue. It might be instamatic flu. I cough, I sneeze, and gasp, and choke. I'm sure that my left leg is broke. My hip hurts when I move my chin, my belly button's caving in. My back is wrenched, my ankle sprained. My appendix pains each time it rains. My nose is cold, my toes are numb. I have a sliver in my thumb. My neck is stiff, my voice is weak. I can hardly whisper when I speak. My tongue is filling up my mouth. I think my hair is falling out. My elbows bent. My spine ain't straight. My temperature is 108. My brain is shrunk. I cannot hear. There is a hole inside my ear. I have a hangnail. And my heart is, what? What's that? What's that you say? You say today is Saturday? Goodbye. I'm going out to play. Don't forget to do your work this week. Keep your learning going. You're not sick. You're just fine. But do go outside and play when you're supposed to too, okay? Have a great week of learning, and I'll talk to everybody soon. Bye.